When India's greatest poet, Rabindranath Tagore, wrote, "I slept and dreamt life was joy. I woke and found that life was service. I acted and behold, life was a joy." I believe he could have been thinking about Sanjoy Roy. Chancellor, I have the enormous privilege of presenting to you Sanjoy K Roy for the honour of Doctor of the University. Sanjoy is a man of inspiring vision, inexhaustible curiosity, and one of the world's greatest cultural ambassadors, easily spotted by his trademark long silver hair. He is a man who believes passionately in the power of artistic expression and endeavour to make the world around us enriching, empowering, and empathetic. A man who adores the outer fringes of experimental cooking, embracing different cuisines and spices. An inspiring mentor, boss, and friend. A man who is spiritually inclined, but hugely irreverent. A man acknowledged by his team as one who is easily bored, but has a large and generous heart. Those characteristics are the very characteristics that have made the Jaipur Literature Festival, of which he is producer, the greatest literary show on earth. At the 2022 York Festival of Ideas, the writer, historian, and co-founder of the Jaipur Literature Festival, William Dalrymple, who received an honorary degree earlier this week from York also, readily acknowledged the public and enormous debt that the festival owes Sanjoy Roy in developing and delivering the festival's enormous global reach. Sanjoy's path to becoming a major producer in the arts was not perhaps preordained. Following a degree in philosophy from St. Stephen's College in Delhi, he went to law school but dropped out to embark on his first career in Indian television at the outset of its enormous expansion. At the same time, he became an active member of the Delhi-based Theatre Action Group. In 1989, he co-founded Teamwork as a film production company and met Punita, who is now his wife. In Sanjoy's words, by the mid-1990s, we had 40 daily or weekly soap operas, puppet shows, news programs, talk shows, art shows, cooking shows. We became a factory for television. In 1995, at the peak of its popularity, Teamwork made a drastic and to many shocking decision to stop production for television. Sanjoy has recalled that we shifted from making money every hour to pure art. We realized that there was huge artistic content in India, yet what the country lacked were platforms to showcase this wealth. In Sanjoy's words, everything Teamwork Arts does is all about the arts and the artists. Sanjoy's desire to create a supportive ecosystem for the arts and his passion for providing the platforms through which India's burgeoning art scene can help diversify and enhance brand India is truly awe-inspiring. Teamwork transitioned from a TV content production hub to a more generalist arts organisation that developed, curated, and produced live events, before spotting the opportunity to harness Jaipur's incredible and unique heritage to develop the Jaipur Literature Festival. Described as part circus, part postgraduate seminar, and part revolutionary assembly, Jaipur Literature Festival has now become one of the largest festivals in the world. I was lucky enough to go to the 2020 Jaipur Festival, and it was literally an assault on the senses. Leaving aside the global cast list of speakers and performers participating, what was most striking was the energetic participation of vast and mostly young audiences. From packed-out open marquees passionately exploring the state of Indian politics, and by the way, making the average political debate in the UK look like a vicar's tea party, to children's hands-on workshops, cooking, dancing, music, fashion shows, and keynote speakers such as the Indian Nobel Prize winner Abhijit Banerjee, who came across loud and clear with the visceral sense of the extraordinary and diverse culture of India showcased by this brilliant festival. Attracting more than 500,000 people over 5 days, it was joyous to see thousands of young people enthusiastically embracing the festival's eclectic and inspiring programme. International editions of JLF now travel to the UK, to the US, Canada, Australia, the Maldives, and Spain. COVID brought new challenges to festivals, but the JLF responded by launching their digital series, JLF Brave New World and JLF Words Are Bridges, viewed by over 4.8 million people in their first season. I am delighted that York Festival of Ideas has also partnered with JLF over the past few years, even through COVID lockdowns. Sanjoy's other passion is the Salam Balak Trust, which he co-founded in 1988 with the filmmaker Mira Nair and her mother Praveen Nair. Salam Balak Trust translates literally to a trust that salutes the child. Saluting the indomitable spirit of street children without discrimination lies at the heart of the Trust's work, and the Trust salutes their resolve to live a life of dignity by providing care and love, along with health, nutrition, education, and vocational training to fulfill their dreams. The Trust was awarded the US President's Committee of Arts and Humanities Awards for an international organization by President Barack Obama. In a world that is becoming increasingly polarized, unstable, and undemocratic, Sanjoy's work offers a vital counterbalance by bringing people together to debate, discuss, explore ideas, knowledge, and challenges. Festivals like JLF and York Festival of Ideas have a shared mission with universities, and especially a university for the public good like the University of York. We want everyone to have access to knowledge and truth. We want to expand the frontiers of understanding, and we want to use our convening power to drive collaboration and positive social change. For the power of Sanjoy's vision, the inspiration of his leadership, and the unadulterated joy his work brings to millions of people around the world, we salute you. Salam, Sanjoy. Chancellor, I am honoured to present Sanjoy K Roy for the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Through the power invested in me by the University of York, I have great pleasure in conferring upon you the degree of your Doctor of the University honoris causa. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Chancellor, members of the Academic Council, professors, parents, and you wonderful graduates. The last time Punitha and I went to a commencement or a graduation ceremony was our youngest son in Hampshire College in Amherst, where they came wearing plastic bottles, bubble wrap, and occasionally nothing at all. So to see all of you dressed up is really quite an incredible occasion. So congratulations. Parents, to add, absolutely. Parents, to add to what the Chancellor said, congratulations to all of you for staying the course. This indeed is your investment. This is the time to let them walk free. Remember, they will be back. And when they do come back, do treat them with love and understanding, especially if they say we want to study further for another few years. Hold your breath on that one. For all of you graduating here from the University of York, it's taken me 6 years, thanks to Joan Conconnon, to get me here and find a date that I could be here with all of you. And really, thank you, Joan, and thank you to the Festival of Ideas at the University of York, and all of you for inviting me to your beautiful city. But to you, you received your degree. You will be stepping out into the world. You've done what you think you've come here to do. But this is really your beginning. A university's role is to get you to question. yes, it's not necessarily that your parents like those questions, nor your teachers or the government or people in power, but it is your role to question. It is your role to fight for the truth. Not occasionally, once a month when you pick up the papers outside of WhatsApp, but every day, every hour, every minute. You're walking into a world which is in a most difficult situation. You have climate crisis, you have wars, you have the forgotten wars of Afghanistan and southern Sudan and so many other places. You are privileged because your parents have supported you and you've supported and worked yourself to be here. There are so many millions of people across the world in different parts who every day fight for survival. And it is a difficult fight. So when you step out into the world, tread gently upon the earth, because you will be treading on someone's dreams. Remember, for every opportunity that you reach out to grab, you must look at taking others along. There are those who have nothing. They're the homeless, people with mental health issues, people with physical issues, people from other colors and other religions. And that really, in many ways, is the role of the arts. Why is the arts important? Not just in the beautiful singing that we heard a little while ago. The arts is important because it allows you a window into another world, a different philosophy, a different way of life, a different religion. It allows you to understand, and perhaps in the understanding, it removes that ignorance. Ignorance, as we all know, in some ways, is the cause of fear. And fear is the cause of hatred. And in pushing back on ignorance and hatred, perhaps we will be able to push back on the violence that we see that surrounds us today. For each of you, go out there with that positivity of spirit and the possibility of innovation in process, in work, in thought, in science, in technology, in medicine, in environment, in every part that you will deal with. Can you bring something new to it? Can you bring a new thought, a new way of doing something to be able to help the rest of us? Our generation has sadly failed you. We are leaving for you an earth which is in a very distressed situation. We give to you a world that's broken, but our hope and their investment lies in you. Go out there with every strength and succeed. Fly and achieve your dream. Nothing can stop you. Congratulations, and once again, Joan, Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, professors, thank you so much for having me here. I'm not necessarily the one who's the brightest in our family. My brother, who's a nuclear economist, is the one who got all the brains, but I got the hair. And because of that, I get this. Thank you.